Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dig into the nitty-gritty of corporate finances. And today we are looking at Hormel Foods Corporation and a little amendment to a report that seems to be about some big changes in their financial leadership. So this is an amendment to a previous report, meaning they are adding or correcting some information. The big story here is a change in their Chief Financial Officer, or CFO for short. This is usually a pretty big deal for any company because the CFO is in charge of all the money matters. The filing tells us that Mr. Paul Kahneman has been appointed as the Interim Chief Financial Officer and Controller. This means he is stepping in to lead the finance department, at least for now, and he started this role on the 27th of October, 2025. Now, when someone steps into such a key role, especially on an interim basis, the company usually lays out their compensation package. And that is exactly what this report details. They are outlining what Mr. Quenneman will be paid and what benefits he will receive for taking on this important job. First off, his base salary. The money he gets just for doing the job will be $500,000 per year. That is a significant amount, reflecting the responsibility of overseeing a large company's finances. On top of that, he will also participate in the company's annual short-term incentive compensation program. For the fiscal year 2026, his target bonus opportunity is $300,000. This basically means he has a goal set for him, and if the company hits certain targets, he can earn up to this amount. Then there are the share incentives. He will receive a grant of 70,000 operated shares under a specific plan for the fiscal year 2026 performance period. Shares, like stock, are a way for companies to give employees a stake in the business and incentivize them to perform well. Looking further out, he also has a long-term incentive target of $550,000 for fiscal year 2026. This is a bit more complex as it is broken down into different parts. $125,000 of it will be in the form of cash incentives based on performance. Another $125,000 will be in stock options, which give him the right to buy company stock at a set price in the future. And a hefty $300,000 will be in time-based restricted stock units, which are essentially shares that he will receive over a period of time as long as he stays with the company. And finally, he will also be part of the usual executive benefits, including health and welfare plans, which are standard for top-level employees. Looking at this compensation package, it is quite substantial. It clearly shows that Hormel Foods Corporation values this interim role and is providing a package that is competitive for such a high level financial position. The mix of salary, short-term and long-term incentives, and stock awards is typical for executive compensation, aiming to align the executive's interests with those of the shareholders. The report also mentions that Mr. Quenneman has already signed the company's standard indemnification agreement. This is a legal document that protects executives from personal liability for actions taken on behalf of the company, as long as they acted in good faith. He has also entered into a standard restrictive covenant agreement, which usually includes clauses about not competing with the company or sharing confidential information after leaving. These are standard legal protections for both the executive and the company. At its core, this filing is about transparency. When a company's top financial officer changes, especially a CFO, it is crucial for investors and the public to know the details of the arrangement. This Form AQR amendment ensures that information about Mr. Quenneman's compensation and agreements are properly disclosed. While the details of the financial performance of Hormel Foods Corporation itself are not the primary focus of this specific amendment, understanding the compensation of key financial leaders is important for assessing the company's governance and how it attracts and retains talent in critical roles. Now, looking at the broader picture of Hormel Foods Corporation, they are a well-established company known for brands like Spam, Hormel Natural Choice, and Jenny O Turkey. They operate in the highly competitive food industry, which is constantly evolving with changing consumer preferences and supply chain challenges. The appointment of an interim CFO often signals a period of transition, and it will be interesting to see if this leads to more significant changes within the company's financial leadership or strategy in the future. The compensation package itself, while substantial, seems in line with what you would expect for a company of Hormel's size and market position. The focus on performance based incentives, both short and long-term, is a positive sign, indicating that the company wants its leaders to be directly rewarded for driving financial success. Ultimately, this filing is a regulatory step to ensure everything is above board regarding an important leadership change. While it doesn't give us a deep dive into their sales figures or profit margins, it highlights the financial commitment the company is making to a critical interim role. So, what is my take on this? Hormel appears to be taking a solid approach to filling a crucial financial leadership position. The compensation package provided to Mr. Quaineman is robust, suggesting the company is serious about ensuring stability and expertise during this interim period. The inclusion of performance-based incentives is a strong indicator of a forward-thinking compensation strategy. While there are no immediate financial statements to dissect in this particular filing, the clarity on executive compensation is a mark of good corporate governance. The main risk here is simply the uncertainty that comes with any interim appointment, but the comprehensive agreements suggest a well-managed transition. Alright, that is our breakdown of this Hormel Foods Corporation filing. What is your take on these executive compensation details and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.